When rendering from 3ds Max to animations, the resolution is a bit different than for still images that we talked about earlier. There are many presets for many different formats of animation output that change the resolution of the rendered image. One thing to keep in mind is that many of these presets are formats and not specific resolutions. For example, HDTV is an image format. This format happens to be becoming much more popular because of the proliferation of HDTV in the marketplace. However, it does not specify any one particular resolution of image, since there are multiple resolutions associated with the HDTV format. Again, when choosing the format to render to, this should be agreed upon prior to doing any production, or at least prior to doing any rendering. The reason why you would want to do it prior to any production is that the aspect ratio of an HDTV image is 16:9, a widescreen format, which will affect what's seen through the camera. NTSC is another very popular image format and is the standard broadcast format for American television. In most cases, if you're going out to video that will be played on a standard television, you'll be using this format. This format has an aspect ratio of 4:3, which is a little more square than HDTV. Another aspect of rendering to an animation is something called pixel aspect ratio. This is something that you need to be concerned with when rendering to certain formats of animation. The pixel aspect differs from the image aspect in that the image aspect ratio is the format of the overall picture that you're looking at on screen. The pixel aspect ratio is the difference in the width versus height of the actual pixel on the screen. For example, formats like HDTV, web, and print use a pixel aspect of 1. That means that the actual image pixel is 1 unit high by 1 unit wide, so essentially the pixel is square. For the NTSC video format, for example, if you're creating a DVD or other broadcast animations, the pixel aspect is a value of 0.9, which means the rendered pixel out of 3ds Max will be shrunk in height as compared to the width, and will look a little more like a rectangle as opposed to a square. The reason why this is important to understand is that the pixel on a regular television is not square. In order to compensate for this, you need to adjust the image for the pixel aspect of the final delivery method.